back to the iTunes Fanboy Podcast. I am your host. I am yours truly, the host, the iTunes Fanboy, and we also have, of course,
I'm Tabbypears, finally on the podcast.
Yep. So we tried recording it on the previous Friday, but what happened was that there was a bunch of issues with FaceTime.
Yeah.
So apparently what happens is that Apple makes the servers go down for their services, or for that only impact a certain group of people. They do it like every 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah, and apparently I guess Apple ties people to times. So I think they realized I only, prior to the podcast, I didn't use FaceTime that often at 2:30 p.m., so they just started doing it at 2:30 p.m. where I wouldn't notice it.
Yeah.
Which is weird that they do that, but...
Yeah, it's weird that Apple does that, but we've actually got plenty of Apple news to talk about today, and a lot of other tech news too, so...
Yeah.
And some podcast news too.
Yeah.
So, the first article, the first piece of news for this podcast, this episode, is that the official drawings of the iPhone 14 Pro Max have leaked.
There is going to be a 14 Pro, right? I'm not going to have to buy a 2-camera phone this year, right?
Yeah, there will be a 14 Pro.
Okay, good. Because I will never buy a Pro Max.
How come?
I don't like how it's so thick and heavy and just massive that it pretty much is unable to fit in pockets comfortably. It will fly out of your pocket. It's less durable, and there's no real benefit except for maybe video watching.
Yeah, and if you use your phone a lot for video watching, like maybe it's for TikToks or something a lot, maybe you should just get an iPad and...
Yeah.
Or maybe, as we say often on this podcast...
Get off your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but you said that you might have had a bit of news on him, I think, right? What was he using? Jacob Mitchell's photo? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird because he's one of my best friends, so I don't know how I didn't realize that. Yeah, he's just, he doesn't really have internet. Whatever that means. Yeah, however, those things are supposed to text, but besides the point. How do you find that out? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this Jewish hacker guy was trying to pin me for stuff at one point. Like, try to make me look, guilty because of, like, all the timing and stuff. Yeah. I guess he just kind of got tired. Maybe he's gonna come back as some other form of a hacker. Hopefully not, though. Yeah, the one that's replacing my iPhone minis.
Yep. Or not necessarily replacing it, but yeah, it's basically a low cost version of the big screen, which I do not like that business practice. You're
Well,
supposed to pay a lot.
one thing real
You
quick,
should pay a lot
one
though.
thing real quick I want to
I think
mention.
that
I think
yeah,
that for the iPhones it doesn't make sense, but for the Mac it kind of does because if someone just wants a 16-inch screen, I don't think they should have all that power that will just go wasted, like all those chips that will be wasted, especially during the chip shortage, while someone just wants to get a 16-inch display. I just think that, they should be able to get something like an M2 with a 16-inch.
well, I can understand why Apple. I can understand what that, but and that's why I think the iPhone 14 Max will succeed. But I don't think that I just don't think that, and I just don't think that 16 that the Max that's necessarily a great idea because for iPhones I totally agree with you, it's a terrible idea. But the Max is a terrible idea because you have to keep in mind that maybe
Yeah,
the chip
it's
shortage
possible.
really only
But
lasts.
anyways, do we have any updates on the 14 Max?
So yep. So the 14 Max production is lagging over 3 times
Why would that
behind the
be?
rest of
Is
the
it because
models.
they're putting different displays in?
Yep. And it's because and so you're probably going to get the 14
Yeah,
Max a lot later than the other 14 models. And
yeah.
Apple's worried
And
about this
it
too.
might come out in December, I'd say.
Yeah, I think the 14 Max could also fail if the production lags way behind because I just don't because if production lags way behind then people are just going to be so confused with
Yeah,
the difference from September to December unless they decide to launch the 14 the
yeah.
rest of the 14s in October, but still. All right, so we actually did a commentary on an Instagram story about this news, and
That right
meanwhile, the
there,
14 models are
I
going
think,
to
is the stupidest decision ever.
they're going yeah, because eSIM
Not only
is
that, I've had,
it's
I,
terrible and
at one point, I wanted to use eSIM because I was stuck between the iPhone 12 mini and 12 Pro Max. The opposites of the 12 lineup. And I just wanted one that I could use, and I didn't want to, be tempted to switch my SIM again. And I decided on the 12 mini. And then a little while later, I had to reset the phone. And then I realized I had no way of getting my service back. This was back in August of, no, September of last year. So what I ended up doing is just buying a 13 Pro and getting a new SIM. Like, I straight up just got tired and I just went out and I was like,
yeah, that's so
well, my
stupid.
12 mini's having other issues. 12 Pro Max is going to my mom. So I just bought a 13 Pro and I'm very glad I did that.
Yeah,
My goal is
so
to have one 14 Pro that I keep throughout all of 2023, and if I don't, then I'm probably just gonna buy a Galaxy S23 Ultra and try to use that.
yeah, so what other features do you think
Uh,
Samsung's gonna
the
remove in
screen maybe,
2023?
because Samsung's gonna say it's not uh, Samsung's gonna say the screen is not really usable, so they're gonna remove it for the environment, right?
Yeah, what kind do you think it would just be a
If
screenless phone, or what do you think
if I'm being
would be
serious
removed?
here, I think they would probably try to make some sort of projector mock-up where it will project an image with a little camera, like a projector camera, onto like a metal slab. But I don't think that technology is here yet. But in all seriousness, I think Samsung might just remove something basic.
Samsung will pro. That's how I've been telling Samsung
Yeah,
China with their projector phones since 2012.
yeah.
So
But
tech
on the
mania,
iPhone 14 series, have we had any rumors of the A15, I think, coming to the 14 and A16 on the Pros? That is very annoying because
yes,
this effectively takes a year lifespan off of your phone the day you buy it. Like, you can buy a 14 Max and you can already have a year old chipset.
yeah,
And down the line, are we just going to see the iPhone 13 and 14 just have the same longevity? Or are they going to put more RAM into it? I don't know.
well, Apple's just Apple is being idiotic with this, dropping two generations of iPhones at once now because the iPhone 6 is out, the 6S and 7. That's driving me nuts because it's like Apple's taking the
Yeah,
next years
exactly.
of
And
anything
the thing that gets
off.
me is I usually think if you're going to use your phone for, an actual phone with like phone features that you're going to use for, you know, work or anything like that, it should only be a maximum of like two, maybe three generations behind. And now that they're doing this, it's like it's effectively already going to be a generation behind when you buy it, which really annoys me because it could have been such a nice phone for people to use. Um, but now it's like, why would you buy the 14 over the 13 now?
Yeah, and what's even worse is that this is gonna be the norm from now on. Like Apple's not gonna put
Yeah,
these
and
phones out for the
that's
iPhone
gonna cause a
14
lot of issues down the line.
semi pros.
Oh, if they do that,
Maybe they'll stop
uh,
dropping chips
there's
so
no escape
early.
from that because what are you gonna buy? A Samsung?
I think he, I think if Apple actually did, I think Apple's gonna get a lot of media backlash. Apple, I still somehow doubt will actually do this, because even though all the rumors are pointing towards it, Yellow Penguin, Aaron from the Yellow Penguin, when he was on this podcast. By the way, I really wish you were there with him. He talks so much baseball a lot. He said, and he stated that he doesn't believe that Apple will actually go through with this, and I agree because now Apple seems to more care about what the press thinks of them. And do you think that putting the not latest chipsets in the iPhone
I
14
think it
is
wouldn't make them
going
look
to cause them
specifically
that
good,
much good?
but it would get them attention for one. And the other thing is, it would let them have an excuse to make the Pro phones more expensive and the non Pros less expensive. And the press will focus more on the price tag. If Apple chops the price by even $50, the press will say a new iPhone for $50 less than last year's. But with inflation, that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, yeah, Apple isn't planning on doing this, but yeah, I just don't. I still do doubt that Apple's actually going to go through with this.
It's hard for me to doubt this because of the stuff I've seen Apple do previously. Um, I mean, for example, I never thought that the iPhone 10s would be, well, no differences. I thought they were going to remove the notch. I thought they were going to give us fast charging. And, when the iPhone 12 came out, I said, there's no way that design is coming. All these rumors have to be false. There's no way Apple's going to make an old design, an old form factor from, with the minis, I just did not think Apple would do it, but they did.
Yeah, so
I hope they don't.
sure, but I still, but maybe with a little bit of luck, maybe
I really hope they don't.
Apple isn't going to actually do that, or
Hopefully.
at least put maybe an underclocked A16 chip in there, just something.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like they did with 13. But we need to stop rambling on about this. We need to get on to my next piece of Apple news, which is more personal to me, but
Those are annoying.
most of my neighbors around my house. But no, it me.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were cool, but really annoying. But so remember back when right after iOS 16 came out, when you were all the report how that your iPhones were getting stuck at charge,
Yep.
your iPhone got stuck at 96% charge. Well, my iPhone 11 Pro Max, when I was charging it the other night, it was stuck at
It's on
49%.
iOS 15, isn't it?
No.
Well,
Yep.
the thing is, that's weird, is
Official, not beta.
my iPhone has gotten stuck at like 80 and like 68 and stuff, but never 14. So I feel like are you using the 20-watt Apple brick? Like the fast charge brick? That's weird because maybe it's some sort of heat output issue.
Yeah, I am.
Were you charging your phone from 0 to 100?
Because
That's
no,
even weirder, since if you were only at like 4% charged, the heat output shouldn't have been that high. Yeah.
and the heat output
Yeah, I've never
wasn't
seen that
high,
before
so
at like 14.
definitely weird. Yeah, but there was a new iOS, macOS, watchOS, and iPadOS versions released the other day, and they allow people to restart a live sports games in a TV app and fast forward if it's already in progress, similar to DVR sports. Again, Apple's getting
It's gonna be pretty
attention
cool.
on Apple TV
But
Plus.
for what it's worth, how many Apple fans are really gonna use this? Because, yeah, sports fans already have their TV.
It's and yeah, and what's even worse is that people don't really like Apple TV Plus, and I just don't think that people are going and
Yeah. I feel like you would make a video on the sports industry is a dying industry. Or something like that.
I actually, holy smokes, that's a genius idea for a video.
Yeah, it's like both of us have one series, which is kind of a video documentary. Mine is X company is a terrible company, and yours is X business is a dying industry. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, like
Yeah, for
Hollywood
sure.
wasn't dying. We've gone into it plenty of times. Yeah, and so yeah, so I don't think that will be runaway success. And also, do you think that if Apple is now focusing more on quantity of content over the quality, like when Apple TV Plus finally dropped, that could also lower the amount of subscribers, as we saw with Netflix, and could even cause a what?
I could not expect this to have a price hike. Already losing a lot of subscribers from what I've heard. Apple TV Plus is in a bad state. So I couldn't expect them to do that, but once again, we are getting a price hike on the Pro iPhones.
Yeah, Lasso one, the
Yeah,
Disney Plus original,
and
that's actually Endgame.
that's actually been one of the popular ones I've seen. I've only seen one person ever say they bought Apple TV Plus, and it was for that show.
Yeah, like people really like. Yeah, and so I just don't see Apple. I
Yeah,
just don't see Apple TV Plus surviving for much longer. There's too many subscription services out there, and people really
yeah.
don't
So
and Apple TV Plus
for
is really
whatever
not serving them
people are gonna
well.
buy it, you might not want to.
Yeah, and people do what and yeah, and sport yeah, and oh my gosh, I'm already missing worse reasons why the sports industry is dying. Like, for
Yeah,
example, so many ads in the games. There's ads on the field. They're always saying this game is sponsored by. There's so many there's so many ads and
yeah. I went to a couple football games
there's
last
ticket
year,
buyouts nowadays
back in
too.
October, and they were entertaining. I'm not sure the price, but I definitely would like to do that again this year. Just because, oh yeah, yeah, my dad went to the Super Bowl
Especially the playoff
2012,
tickets, they're
actually.
very expensive.
He won the tickets for free, which is cool.
Yeah. And also, the Super Bowl, which was one of the biggest sports events period of the year, it had, as you mentioned in the last podcast, it was
I
it was
remember,
a memorable Super Bowl. The
the
halftime
halftime
show
show in
had
2021 with The Weeknd was pretty cool. But didn't they have like all these rappers like Snoop Dogg?
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
they were
sit
like
here,
'90s
I sit,
rappers, and I'm like, so, and I recognized two of the people performing. Snoop Dogg obviously recognized, and then Dr.
was it one of
Dre.
his
You want to know what I
scandals
recognized
regarding
more from?
unprescribed drugs? Oh, Beats. Oh yeah,
Nope,
yeah.
Beats. Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
watching and I saw Snoop Dogg and I was like,
So that's how come.
seriously? They're getting all these rappers? Like, it's just weird. People,
Yeah, because people over 50s really liked it. The kind of music. People between 30 and 50 loved it so much, which is pretty bad because it makes me wonder what they're going to do the next Super Bowl. And
yeah.
people under 30
And
really didn't recognize
also,
it.
the younger people from like 10 to, 15, they were just laughing. They were just laughing because Snoop Dogg. What a funny name.
Yeah, yeah, it was yeah, yeah. I read somewhere he was actually given that nickname because of his
Oh, wow.
career, like Snoop, and he has cartoons when he
I
was a
thought, I
kid.
thought he made it when he was high.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's one thing that he does left, though.
apparently
But
not.
I won't get into that because I don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
just the
and of
cringy
course the
halftime
ads.
show type
Everything was
stuff.
an ad. Yeah, and so it was all just pretty cringy. So
Oh, we
now
went
there's
all
another
over the
thing that I
place.
went kind of researched and saw the update. Now there's another settings glitch that was fixed where it claimed that storage is full when available after clearing
Oh,
storage
that's good.
loss, and there was just a lot of big mess with the storage issues. So that's fixed now, and the fix is an issue where Braille devices may macOS 12.5, watchOS 8.5, macOS 15.5. They all fix the issue where
Yeah,
Braille devices lag for reading and scrolling in the Mail app. So if you're blind, that will help you a lot. And it also I think in iPadOS 13 where tabs may revert to their previous
Yeah.
stage. Alright, so when it speaks of work, don't say much of that. Alright. So
Finally.
AirPods Pro 2 are probably going to be announced at the September event instead of in October like everybody was expecting it.
Yeah, especially the AirPods Pro.
Which seriously needs to
3 years old they will be later this year. And they show their age insanely. Well, I guess well. Man, I hate those things.
Yeah. And but Apple has just been so bad with the quality of AirPods since AirPods 2 because AirPods
Yeah.
Pro, you've had to get many replacements. I have issues with them connecting, and Alpha Day Wolf has had to get, I think, two replacements so far, and he got his in February 2021, and then again,
One thing I will say
and now he's having the
is,
same issue with his AirPods
um,
Pro.
how do I phrase this? I forgot, honestly, but I'll come back to it if I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay, I forget stuff all the time too. Like that, but AirPods, yeah, and then AirPods 3. Your left AirPod 3 die.
Yeah, I think it was left, yeah.
Didn't your left AirPod 3 die?
I'm, I'm pretty sure that was what it was. I don't know if the pins weren't working or something, but yeah.
Yeah, and then my mom has had 2 pairs of AirPods 3 so far. Keep in mind, she got her first pair back in March 2022, and the left one
Yeah,
died.
that's
So she's
crazy.
charging on both pairs now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm using the original AirPods Max right now, and they were, yeah, they're pretty good. The one thing that I do like about them is the battery life. I went on a decent drive yesterday. Well,
Yeah,
they only drained 6% battery over a couple hours. Like, that's amazing.
that's not bad. Yeah, AirPods Max are
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah, if you can get these for cheap, you're good. Like, they're good, they're good headphones if you can get them for a good price. What is it? Are they going to be the same
some
things?
bad news about AirPods Pro 2. Nope. It's got an even deeper issue. In order to use them with the full functionality, you'll need an iPhone 11 or later, recent iPads or
Yeah,
iPads, and you'll only be able to use Apple Silicon Max.
yeah,
You'll likely benefit with lossless audio, which means that I won't be able to use AirPods Pro 2, which I plan on getting with my 2019 MacBook Pro out because my MacBook Pro is full.
see, that's what gets me. Why can't they just upgrade the Intel Max? Because, to be completely honest with you, I don't want M1. I can't do boot camp. I can't run a lot of programs. It's limited. It's an iPhone on insane power. Like, it just makes no sense. Give us all that power, then just not let us use it. Same thing with the iPhones.
Yeah, to be fair, maybe Apple just does. Maybe Apple puts Apple Silicon
Yeah.
for money trolley, and so that way they don't get hot like Intel now.
That's
Oh, wait a second. Apple
that's
does
crazy.
have
Let's hear about it.
M2 now too, with the M2 MacBook Air. All right, so this is far down the list, but I'll cover it now. So the M2 chip is now handicapping performance, as the computer science discovered in great
As I said, what is the point in a fanless design if it's just going to hurt the longevity of the computer? Yeah, some things I just will never get, like a fanless computer.
Yeah, like the M1 and M2 chips aren't powerful enough to have a fan.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that people just like the older design. Like
Yeah, and I mean,
I'm recommending the M2 MacBook Pro over the M2 MacBook Air, honestly.
he loves it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
now
and
it does serve
even if,
which is what most
well, what is the difference between the M1 to M2 and the mid 2013 to the mid 2014 Macs? Like from an upgrade standpoint, not from like performance, but mid 2013 to mid 2014 we got a CPU upgrade, and we're getting the same thing with M1 to M2. And people say, don't buy this, don't buy this. Well, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
also stupid how the M2 chip is handicapping
Yeah.
performance. So it doesn't even allow people to take full power.
Yeah. I bet those people are very
Because
sad
it's
that they did not
fanless
buy the
design.
M2 MacBook Pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we start that,
Now,
I have a question for you to see
now
if you can
some
answer this
news about the
correctly.
Apple Watch Pro that's coming out this
What is
year.
the one Mac that still has the well, what is the one Mac besides the iMac that still has the M1 chip in it? Yep, they refuse to update the Mac Mini and the iMac. Even though it's been over a year for the iMac and nearly 2 years for the Mini.
Uh, yes, that's right. Apple has been really negligent with the Mac Mini, especially.
Yeah, Apple just doesn't care.
With the Mac Pro, it's like Apple doesn't even care anymore. Well, to be fair, I think Apple's just going to discontinue the Mac Pro.
I could honestly
Not
say
saying it's bad, but
probably,
Apple's going to
but
discontinue
then
the Mac
people who just want a
Pro.
desktop replacement will kind of be at a loss.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but I can maybe
I
see
wouldn't
that
doubt it.
maybe happening. So yeah, so
Good.
well, now moving on to the Apple Watch Pro news, it is not going to be flat. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
because now at least we know you're going to get the
for a
Pro
watch, I think it
Watch,
makes sense. Yeah.
which an Apple Watch is a little more important. Yeah, so the reason is because, well, because making an Apple Watch square means that it has to be thinner in order to feel comfortable. So hence they got to
Yeah,
make it a
and
little smaller, and we'll make the battery life in Apple Watches as is. So what do you think people are going to think of the Apple Watch Pro is going to be
yeah, and another thing
have
is The Apple Watch is more of a fashion item. Imagine walking around with your watch looking like a phone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I don't. Yeah, the Apple. Yeah, if they made the Apple Watch Pro square and then they found reviews found out that there would be a bird that otherwise would be claimed as like a plastic,
Yeah,
then I think there would be a bunch of riots at Apple Bar. Like, literal. I think the A38 could get the iPhone 14 here too, but I think
yeah.
the
On a good note
Apple
about my
Watch.
Apple Watch, though, the battery health has not dropped. Still at 97.
Yeah, that's good. On from Tech World, his Apple Watch Series 3, which had
Wow.
200 years, it had
That is insane. My Apple Watch Series 4 stayed at 100 for almost a year. Then it dropped to 95 pretty quickly after that. Yeah,
yeah,
it
that's
could be accurate with
yeah, it's
overcapacity battery,
probably
but
accurate,
yeah.
but definitely.
It seems pretty cool.
And the Apple Watch Pro is also going to have titanium. However, Apple's going to have to be careful not to repeat the events of the California
Yeah,
Port
that
Crash,
had some
because
issues, but we
all
already do have a
the
titanium Apple
Apple.
Watch right now. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so. Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, so. The Pro Display XDR2 is going to release in January to between
The
January
what
and March
now?
of 2023, and it's going to come with a 21st refresh rate.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty cool. The first Apple monitor with 120 hertz.
Yeah. I'm actually a bit surprised that Apple isn't just going to make the Pro Display XDR2 in their phone recently.
Yeah,
It does also make me think that maybe Apple is going to make the Pro.
it is massive.
Maybe a more massive.
I have one in my basement. It is huge. Mid
Yeah.
2009.
What year was
Yeah,
that?
it is massive and it is heavy. Elias sold it to me, and I was in a mall carrying a 50-pound computer across a whole mall to get from one parking garage to the next. Well, because the Apple Store was there, and that was when my iPhone 13 Pro's sapphire crystal camera lens fell out.
That's
Mm-hmm.
cool. Malls are also malls are another dying business.
Yeah, or the food court sometimes.
Well, the very malls these days are kind of slowing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same with the Apple Store.
Mm.
Yeah, that's another good topic to write about.
Oh, it's doing it again?
Your connection might be
Oh,
bad.
damn.
Yeah, still there. Yep. Alright, so now we're coming up with all sorts of ideas for dying
Yeah.
machines. All sorts of dying machines that can repeat time.
Yeah.
Or the
Another
opposite.
thing I will say about malls is that they are kind of a tourist attraction. Yeah. And it is currently storming outside my house. Uh, I bet your cat Stormy would like it
Oh
right
no,
now.
not mine, but Stormy is okay.
Is there any cats in there right now?
Crawling back to my mom.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, it's me, my Stormy, and a Reggie.
Do the cats just like sleep up there?
Yep, on top of the cabinet that she is in.
That's cool. One time I found, one time when my cat was a really tiny kitten, I found him on top of my kitchen's cabinets. Yeah, he went from the counter to the fridge, then to the cabinets, and then he was just sitting up there.
When Callie and Buster were at mom's and
Yeah.
mom's house a year ago, there were only one or two other cats in this house. The cats were both
Yeah,
older,
that's pretty cool.
and they were little. They used to sit on top of my parents' cabinets. Yeah, I never saw them so much though, because by the time I remember,
Yeah.
Callie and Buster were pretty big cats.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The cat in your profile picture does look like a cool cat, though.
Well, technically she was pretty big. Yeah, she was really soft, and and complainy, but she was actually. Well, I did actually get to meet Callie for 6 weeks of my life because I did live up
That's
there.
actually a pretty cool story.
For the first 6 weeks of my life, I was living there. Yeah, but I've had some. Getting back to plants though.
I do. For a while, I wanted to make Apple is a terrible company, but they're not really a terrible company. The video would be about how Apple messed up, but then how they fixed it with, for example, butterfly keyboards. But I feel like that would really get a lot of people angry, just for bringing up the slight fact that Apple is not perfect.
Yeah, and it's not that. Do you
Microsoft,
have any other companies that you want to do
um,
terrible company videos about?
hmm.
I did that.
I'm sure there's more non-tech
Well, there is.
companies.
I'm sure you
Well,
can think
obviously
of
there is,
one.
but possibly, um, I forgot who it was. I think it was like Zag. Yeah, Meta, Zag, because the screen protector people that make the invisible shields, because they used to use fake sapphire.
Who's Zag?
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
and I
oh
feel like
yeah.
Google, it would be harder with
What about
Google
Google?
because they
Samsung?
do mine data, but they also give people thousands of hours of stuff to watch.
Yeah, and the same thing goes with yeah, and I mean when what am I trying to say? Amazon is being a terrible company. That's actually it's I have receipts too on my channel, but that actually Amazon being a terrible
Yeah,
company
especially their shipping.
because
They're fake
there's a
overnight.
lot of issues I have with Amazon. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Alpha Day Wolf once has gotten scammed on Amazon many times. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, and
I remember those.
Amazon had Amazon's Prime Video originals. Yeah, they're yeah, like my dad's watched the trailer for the Lord of the Rings series that they're doing, and the trailer was that was shown. It didn't even make it seem
Yeah, that's
same
geeked out.
show, the same that was even based on the books. And the Wheel of
Yeah, I
Time
can see that.
series too. They did a similar thing with that. Yeah, so Amazon does have some issues, but we're not here to just ramble on how terrible companies. We're here to tell you about the next pieces of Apple
OLED?
news that
That's
more
cool.
iPads with OLED displays are coming in
Fragile but
2024.
cool.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And on my last piece of Apple news,
So what,
Apple
are
is
they gonna
planning on
stop
slowing
hiring as many
hiring and
people?
spending growth next year. Yeah. Which may
Possibly.
mean that maybe Apple TV Plus will
It
be
also
able
means
to
maybe they'll hire some
subsidize
more
streaming.
confident people for their Apple stores. Because right now, half the people I see in there are not hired based on how
Yeah.
confident they are, but kind of how friendly they are, and the other half Apple can explain to you.
Yeah. All right. So
I
Google just
just
dropped their new budget
don't
phone, the
understand.
Pixel 6a, which
The
comes with
Pixel
48
6 is like
gigabytes of
$50 more.
storage.
And then what if someone just doesn't care about the Pixel budget and just wants a nice phone?
Yes. Exactly. And and what also
Yeah, technically that would be
one
good,
of the most
but that would
successful
also mean the
phones
6
that
series never
Google
got an A
made
series
this
phone.
year.
And also,
Yeah,
it would be
I
weird
think
for them to
overall
release
on
the
most
budget phone
platforms it's
first
going to
before the
be
flagship.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
would be
could be
good.
that.
Maybe they could hold off the launches until at the same time. Yeah,
I
so
don't really think that a lot of people think that's a value. I think that people just think it's Pixel Buds. You know, it's the fake AirPod. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
an AirPods Pro. Yeah, and it's not just that either, but it's that the Pixel, but nobody, but Google's just trying to
Oh
make
yeah,
some new
that's the
names
first A
for it, and
series
one of
phone they've
those
made
names
without one, I
is the
think.
headphone jack.
It might be the first A series phone that's worth buying because the 4A was horrible, the 5A was stupid, and the 3A made no sense.
Yeah, like I don't. The 3A, however, was released in April 2019 instead of July and August like they're doing now. So maybe the A series does
Yeah,
made more sense then, and maybe they could release it a little earlier in the year. Yeah. So all right. So let's
I don't. I
say,
actually hate
have you
using
noticed
Twitter.
how the Twitter app now chirps every time you refresh it? Yeah. Well, it's the thing now is that it makes
That's
a little
pretty
chirping
cool.
noise, which I find cool because it's called Twitter. All right,
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Amazon just acquired a medical company. Speaking of Amazon, which means that Amazon may potentially be rebranding the medical industry, though they also
Oh
told
yeah,
some though they're
absolutely.
really gonna have to start fulfilling on their overnight shipping and such. Yeah, they're really gonna have to change a lot of stuff that they do before they can change the medical industry. Because, for example, a lot of the people that buy people buy on stuff that people buy on Amazon is cheap Chinese stuff. But that's okay because that doesn't mean
Hopefully
it's
not,
healthy.
because that'll probably
So,
kill people.
is Amazon gonna sell like cheap Chinese medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah. China does not like Americans, as we know. We won't be getting into that, but what we'll be getting into is that Netflix is officially going to announce that they're going to add paid password sharing and
Nice.
ad-supported plans in the United States in early 2023. Like they officially decided on that. Yeah, because it's weird how Netflix
Yeah, with the profile thing and all.
sharing for so long, and it's like, no, never mind.
I don't think they know what they're talking about there at Netflix.
Why is Netflix going backwards? Yeah, like Netflix is just such a
Yeah.
it makes sense why it's declining. It makes sense why Netflix is dying because they screwed up big time.
Yeah.
Now they're getting
People are canceling that and all. And I don't blame people.
There was even a hashtag.
Oh, yeah.
There was even a whole entire hashtag in September of 2020 that said cancel Netflix. I'm not going to get
Yeah.
into why that was a hashtag, but I'm sure you guys all remember why that was a hashtag. Alright, so Netflix is already trying that in other countries, but now they're going to do it in the US, so that's what that means. But
What is it?
now I'd like to address something that many people
Oh,
say
yeah.
about this podcast. Sound. People say I can't hear anything, and so I wanted to explain kind of why it sounds is how it is because the way how people sound to people on our podcast is that most of the people do recordings, or in this case, more than two people, there's more than two people on board, there's two recorders, and then it makes it all sound equal. However, these don't record, or those can't record for some reason, and it doesn't sound equal. And I am fixing this with the audio version because audio clips in without video, so now luckily that's going to be fixed because I'm going to export the audio to
That is thunder.
That's a lot.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Was that your mom? A few nights ago, I think on Wednesday night there was, or Thursday,
Oh, yeah, that's happened before.
there was a bolt of lightning that was so loud that it made me run out of my head.
Yeah. It's hard for some people.
Yeah,
That,
I can never sleep on a night, so I don't know.
yeah, that was crazy.
So luckily,
You were just like, what are you doing?
too.
Man, that was funny.
Yeah. So, however, getting more back on topic, so I just want to say that we do know that there are sound issues in this podcast. We do know, however, it's just the way that we record our podcast.
Yeah, it makes it
We
too
use a
complicated.
podcasting app because that doesn't exactly
Makes it a bit too
work,
complicated and all.
and because we have to relearn everything. What'd you say? Yeah, so that's why we can't use podcasting apps, and
Yeah.
so that's why the sound might sound not great, but we are working on this. So
hear it.
Alright, so now I've got some major podcast updates.
What's the update's going to be?
Something that will change. What did you say?
Yep. Are we going to tell them who it
We're
is?
adding a second co-host. So, oh yeah, so I'll get more into that. So, Tabbypears, don't worry guys, Tabbypears will still be on this podcast. He'll still be a co-host like normal, but we're going to be adding another co-host. I'm going to be adding another co-host onto the podcast. Now you might be like, why? And so, let me explain. So, back in March when I was originally developing and planning out this podcast, and when I was getting ready to start my own podcast, I asked my close online friends if they wanted to be co-host, and two people said that they'd be willing to do it. One of them was Tabbypears, and the other one was Alpha Day Wolf, and Random Alpha Gadgets. And so, I originally chose Tabbypears because his channel was bigger, and because he already had a podcast, unlike Alpha Day Wolf, who did have his own podcast. However, Alpha Day Wolf's podcast co-host, Salt Pepper, quit doing Alpha's podcast, and Alpha really missed doing the podcast, so I'm essentially inviting
I think it's going to be a nice opportunity to have more people on.
Or I am. Yeah, and I've already got a few guests planned, such as Garrett from iOS Pro. I don't have them planned yet, but I know they're planning, and I've also got
I've known him for a couple of years.
Apple Gecko, who is going to be on, who might be on here. Me too, so he was actually the first person to actually
That's cool.
follow me on Twitter.
Are we going to have a second season, or is this season 1 going to continue when we get a second co-host? I see.
I'm not gonna arrange this podcast into seasons.
Alright. Alright.
I decided that I'm not going to do that, at least for now. Just because. Huh? So, I decided that I'll just label it by episode number, so that way I can more easily keep track of how many episodes I've done. So that way we can have celebrations like for the 50th episode, for the 100th episode,
Oh, yeah.
1000th episode, if we get that far, or even if we get that far, maybe the 1 millionth episode.
Yeah.
So then it would be branded to kind of be the official news outlet for my tech company.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Then I'll be rivaling Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably at the 1 millionth episode. We'd probably be in our 60s.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe in our 70s. We'd probably be both grandfathers. Or if so, we'd both be getting close.
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, but do you have anything else that you want to talk about on this episode?
Sure.
Alright. Do you want to roll up the outro now? Sure. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the iTunes Gambler Podcast. I hope you are all excited for Alpha Day Wolf coming onto this podcast as we are, and he will stay tuned for the
I'm Tabbypears, or TabbyCat406.
podcast. And as always, I am Teddy from the iTunes Fanboy.
Goodbye.
And as always, we are saying peace out for now. Goodbye.